Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's a big pleasure for me to welcome here on the RFID Congress TV stage Katerina PRAMATARI from RFID Europe. Welcome and introduce yourself.
Thank you. I'm a member of the management board of RFID in Europe, and I'm associate professor at the Athens University of Economics and Business. Thank you for inviting me here today.
It's a big pleasure. First questions, what RFID projects are in high demand and what seems to be the prospects in the future?
That's a difficult question, but I can refer to a recent survey we conducted at European level with RFID in Europe and our team in the university, Andriana Dimakopoulou, a key person behind the survey. And we have the results of European companies resulting to this survey, and we can compare these results to the responses we got back in 2011. So based on this survey, I can give you somehow the key projects that you see being implemented in Europe today, and in order of the adoption level, I would say, we find on top of the list traceability, asset tracking, inventory control and audit, but also inbound, outbound logistics, and further down in the list we also find projects related to personnel management as total projects implemented.
All right, okay. Next questions. How do European companies perceive the benefits and the impact of the RFID projects they have employed?
It's interesting to compare also how our companies see this impact changing from 2011 back in 2014. So back in 2011, most of the companies were evaluating these projects, were starting piloting with these projects. And now we have seen them put them in full operation, and based on this experience, they report on the benefits they've seen. So we see that 2 out of the 3 companies who have responded to our survey declare a positive return on investment, especially for the projects I mentioned before. Some of the projects are, like traceability, are closer to equal, let's say, costs and benefits, but we can see that there are also not quantifiable but qualitative benefits behind traceability, for example. So in general we see a positive return on investment, which has clearly guided also the decisions of these companies to invest in RFID over these years.
So now let's talk about return on investment. What RFID project tends to have the greater return on investment?
Okay, so again, I would say I'm a bit cautious about the results, because these are all based on the perceptions and the responses that the people who have been involved in the development and implementation of these projects have given us. Based on their responses, though, we can see that there are some projects that they're clear winners because their benefits are well above their cost. Personnel management is an easy project, so companies who have implemented it can easily report a very high return on investment. But all the other projects related to the management of the supply chain, especially asset tracking, inventory control, and inbound, outbound logistics, all 3 of them, we found them at a similar stage, let's say, of a positive return on investment. On a scale from 1 to 7, people rank them around 6. So this is a very good return on investment. Traceability is close, let's say, is closer to, again, positive, but closer to a more equal, let's say, cost versus benefit. Although it's above this threshold, but it's also the project most highly adopted in Europe. So there are, as I said before, probably also very qualitative benefits associated to traceability, but also regulations that push companies towards this direction.
All right, thank you very much, Katerina PRAMATARI from RFID in Europe. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.